Hey guys, I'm just quickly here to give you my top 10 movies. Just in case you guys haven't seen any of these movies, I highly recommend watching all of them if you haven't seen them. Some of them you definitely have seen because I got um, some really popular movies in here as well. So I'll just give like a brief description of the movies as I'm going through the list. I might step back and take a look at my list because I forgot. I have it written down here. So anyways, getting straight into it here. Number 10 is Fight Club. I won't give a brief description about Fight Club because everyone basically knows that movie, and everyone is kind of familiar with it. And if you're not, then watch it. Number 9 is a movie that probably like at least 90% or maybe more of the people watching this have never heard of. And I'm not really sure like why I like this movie. It's just there's something special about it. The movie's name is The Good Girl. Jennifer Aniston is in this movie, but this was like when Jennifer Aniston was like just starting out. So the name is The Good Girl. The movie is basically about it's about her. She's the main character, and she's a girl living in a small town, and it's about her life with her husband that she kind of cannot stand. He's just like overweight, grumpy, kind of like doesn't care about her, and it's just I'm not going to give away all the details of the movie. It's just if you do end up watching The Good Girl, just be prepared because the first 45 minutes of the movie, it starts really slow, but then there's a turning point. You'll know when the turning point is there. Like you'll know for sure. About 45 minutes in, something happens, and then the movie gets really interesting after that. So if you can make it past the really slow 45 minutes, the whole movie's kind of slow. So if you're like an action movie kind of guy, and you just want like constant action, you're not gonna get it here. But yeah, this movie's fucking amazing. Probably seen it like at least 10 times. All the movies on this list I've probably seen at least 10 times. So I'm a big watching movie 10 to 15 times kind of guy. So next movie on my list is Casino. So this is a long movie, Casino. It's not. It's basically about a guy. He owns. I think it's like 3 hours. He owns a casino, or he ends up owning a casino, and he's part of like these mafia people, and it's about like the rise and fall of the casino. It is an incredible movie. I'm sure most of you guys have heard of it or seen it, so definitely go ahead and watch that. Number 7 on my list is the Social Network. And the reason why I love this movie is I just love movies that after I watch them, I feel inspired. Like, I love movies where they're creating a business and it shows the process of how that's happening. And Social Network does exactly that. Obviously, it's about Mark Zuckerberg and how he created Facebook from his dorm room and just the ups, the downs, like everything he had to go through the lawsuit and all that stuff. So super, super interesting movie. Number 6 is Forrest Gump. And it's an older movie. And if you haven't seen Forrest Gump, then go ahead and fucking watch that movie. Like, this is a movie that could have been in my top 3. The only thing I don't like about this movie, like the movie's like absolutely perfect. But the only thing I really dislike about the movie is the end part. I mean, if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. The end part where he's just like really runs across the world or whatever. Like, it's really unrealistic. It kind of that's the only part about it. But everything else up to then, it's such a touching movie. Like, if you like movies that can get you emotional, definitely watch Forrest Gump. And if you've seen it, it's probably been a while since you've seen it, so watch it again. It's fucking awesome. Next movie is, so number 5, Shutter Island. Shutter Island is just a powerful, powerful movie. So getting into my top 5 here. Shutter Island with Leonardo DiCaprio. Just quickly, it's about, I don't want to give it away. Like, this is the kind of movie, like, it's kind of like a mind fuck. I love movies where people kind of go insane. It's kind of interesting to see them, like the process of the insanity kind of forming. And I don't want to talk too much more, because if you haven't seen this movie, go fucking see it. It's absolutely amazing. Number four. So this is the Shawshank Redemption. Shawshank Redemption is just, this again could have been in my top 3 as well. It was so hard for me to like kind of juggle this top 5, because these top 5 movies for me are just so powerful. And the Shawshank Redemption is about a guy, his name is Andy Dufresne, and he gets wrongly imprisoned for, I don't remember how many years. Like, it's fucking insane. And then he ends up escaping, and like, oh man, I know most of the people in here have seen that movie, so, but if you haven't, you have to watch it. It's an older movie, like 1993, I think, or 1992, one of the two. And it's the #1 rated movie on IMDb history. So that says a lot. It's like 9.3, I think, on there. Number 3 movie. So number 3 movie is a movie called Lion. It's called Lion. That's it. Just one word. Lion. It's about 2 Indian boys. Well, mainly about one Indian boy, 2 Indian boys. The main Indian boy character, he basically gets lost when he's younger in India. He gets completely lost and he doesn't know where he's going. He can't find his family. And then the whole movie is him searching, how do I find my family? And he's older. He's like now in his 20s and maybe late 20s. I don't know. Like, he's looking for his family that he lost when he was like 4 or 5 years old. I'm not going to tell you how that plays out, though. That's a movie you definitely got to watch. Very emotionally touching movie. It's a great, great movie. If you haven't seen it, definitely go and watch that. Number two. I guess I love this word great because my top 2 movies both have the word great in them. So number 2 is The Greatest Showman. And this is a movie that just recently came out, not super recently, probably about a year ago or something. The Greatest Showman. It's about a guy. He lives in New York and he's creating the best show ever. And the movie is just so inspirational. It's kind of a musical. And I hate musicals. I hate musicals, but this is the best musical I've ever seen in my life, by far. It doesn't seem like a musical because there's so much story. And the actual songs are just fucking amazing. I was playing those songs for weeks. I still play those songs. I play those songs on my YouTube and stuff sometimes. So this movie, if you don't like musicals, you're still going to absolutely fucking love this movie. If you like inspirational films, it shows, again, the come up, kind of the come down, like how he dealt with his wife and his friends and stuff throughout the process. It's just really, really powerful stuff. And number 1, for those of you who know me very, very, very closely, there's only a few people that probably know, my number 1 movie is The Great Gatsby. There's not enough I can say about this movie. It's not for everyone. Like, this is like a love-hate kind of movie for people. Some people love it. Some people are like, whatever. It's just, it is what it is. I think it's just, if you really pay attention to the movie, I've watched it probably like 15, 20 times. Every single time I watch it, I literally pick up something different from it. Like, there's always something more. I'm just like, whoa. I totally was not paying attention to that the first time or the second time or the third time or the fourth time or the fifth time or the sixth time. There's so many little things in this movie. And it's about, obviously, Leonardo DiCaprio is one of my favorite actors. It's about him basically falling in love with this girl, and this girl is from a really wealthy family, and he doesn't feel enough for her. So he kind of gets lost for 5 years, and then 5 years later, he's like this super rich, wealthy guy, and he's got this idealization about this relationship with this girl that he wants to continue, and he continues it, and then it's him just kind of like getting lost in his own mind and trying to figure it all out. But like everything he's doing is for this girl, and it's just super powerful. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and watch it, or let me know what you think in the comments. Like, do you love The Great Gatsby, or do you not like it? Are you one of those that doesn't like it? Do you like it? Super curious to hear it. And before we wrap this video up, I'm going to give you guys a few notable mentions. A few movies that are not in my top 10, but are just like movies and genres that I really like. So The Wedding Crashers is one of them. I absolutely fucking love that movie. Like this genre of like, I don't know. Also, Crazy Stupid Love. If you guys have heard of that, that's a Ryan Gosling, excellent actor. The American Pie movies are fucking amazing as well. City of God, A Beautiful Mind, and American Beauty. So those are my notable mentions. And yeah, definitely let me know if you guys have seen the movies, if you haven't seen the movies, if you don't like them, if you do like them. Also, if you guys have like a top 5 movie list, top 3 movie list, top 10 movie list, list it in the comments down below. I'm definitely curious to see what you guys are liking, and maybe I can find some new movies to watch myself. As I don't watch that many new movies. Like I only watch new movies when it's something that like in the genre that I really like watching, which is like drama, or I don't know what genre you would consider like those American Pie, Crazy Stupid Love movies, but that kind of genre. So I'm very specific on the movies that I do watch, but I'd love to hear everyone else's top 10, 5, or 3, and just kind of scroll through them, see if we have anything in common with those movies, or if I can find myself a nice new movie to watch, because usually I just kind of watch movies that I already love already. But yeah, just let me know, and let me know what you guys think.